we came to know and love her in Party of Five as the baby of the bunch, then as the heiress to the Toaster Strudel fortune in Mean Girls. Now she's still very booked and very busy with over 30 Hallmark movies under her belt. I think I've seen them all, including her latest murder mystery. Please welcome to the show, Lacy Chabert.
Hi there. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Lacy, you look fantastic. I have to point that out. I don't know if I can these days, but you look great. I'm just going to leave it there. All right.
You're very kind.
Let's jump right in. You're starring in The Dancing Detective, A Deadly Tango, with your co-star and good friend Will Kemp. So, were there any of your dance scenes, were they difficult to shoot, him being a dancer?
Oh my goodness, very difficult. I am not a dancer. I did learn to dance quite a bit with Will on a movie that we did a few years ago called Christmas Waltz. We had such a fun time doing that. And you know what? It was really great to face a fear and take on the challenge. But that was waltzing, ballroom dancing. And in this one, we do a little tango and foxtrot. And so Will's an incredible dancer, and I am not. But he has a wonderful choreographer. I learned a whole lot, and I gotta say the biggest challenge was, we would learn the dance routines, we'd practice and practice and practice, and you'd feel pretty good about it. And then when you would go to actually film that day, you're like, oh wait, now we have to say dialogue on top of this while we're putting steps in our head and looking around and acting out a scene. And it was quite the challenge, but a fun one.
Well, one thing that doesn't appear to be a challenge is y'all's locations, because you filmed this movie in Malta and you go all over the globe to shoot movies for Hallmark. So cool. And your daughter actually travels with you a lot. So where do you have the best family memories?
Oh my goodness, what a good question. Aw, yeah, Julia is, my total heart, and I just adore that little girl so much. And one of the pluses is that, on the plus side, we've gotten to travel together, and I got to take her to Belgium, and I was doing a movie called Love, Romance, and Chocolate, and oh my goodness, we ate 9 pounds of chocolate every single day, which was crazy. And it's funny because, I love making these movies so much. People say they bring them joy. I don't think people understand how much joy they bring to my life, the process of making them. And I have so many wonderful memories attached to them. But now that I'm a mom, those memories have become, oh, that was the movie that she got her first tooth, or this was the movie that she lost her first tooth, or, I associate so many milestones with what was also going on in my life at the time. And it's just, they're full of really sweet memories.
By the way, that's how you know you made it, is when you associate milestones with the movies you were doing. That
was in Malta.
You did good, yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, not apologize for being talented and successful. That's awesome, yeah. I mean,
I've been in this business my whole life, and so many of my life experiences for myself have happened on set, and, are memories that I really treasure.
Well, let's stay with on set, because, your daughter, she is growing up. Now, do you want her to eventually find a life on set as well as an actor?
Oh my goodness, I don't know about that. You know what? I've had a really blessed experience, and have had a really wonderful experience in this business. I had very protective parents.
Yes.
I think I also grew up in the business when it was a bit of a different time, but I love it, and I am thankful every day that my parents nurtured, what was my passion. I didn't understand that as a kid, but it was clearly something I was meant to be a part of and be an entertainer. So I'm really thankful that they did that. And I, of course, will offer my daughter the same support, whatever that is. I just want her to find her own path and be, determined and driven and drawn to something that is for her, whatever that may be.
Right. That answer is so fetch. I really do like it. Fans have crowned you the queen of Hallmark. You've been in over 30 Hallmark movies. For people that are not in the business, Lacy, how can you try to at least paint that picture of how hectic your shooting schedule actually is?
Well, most of the movies are done in 15 days, which is really fast to shoot a movie. So it's a lot of work. It's fast and furious, especially when you're on location. You're living, breathing this movie, and you become really close with the people around you. It's like being at camp. I always say it's like being at camp or having like a high school experience. You become close. You're working hard together, and most of the time we're making Christmas magic, which is really, really, really fun. And I feel so lucky. I've been in this business a long time, and what I have found with Hallmark is I'm able to be a part of something that just brings some joy and, light to the world. And even this one, it's a mystery, but it's a real adventure movie. These characters go on an adventure, and even though there's a serious subject matter at the core of what's going on, there is a lot of comedy and there's a lot of levity to be found in it as we go undercover together. And it was fun for me because I got to be the detective this time.
Ooh, I can't wait as a Hallmark fan. I'm going to love every bit of this. Okay, so you did make your name for yourself in the 90s with Party of Five. We're going to show you 3 throwbacks of you, your fashion moments, Lacey, from the 90s and 2000.
It's going to be unfortunate, I can already tell.
You never know. You may want to rock these first. So here's the first one. I want to show you all 3. Okay, there you are.
Oh,
knee-high socks with a dress. Next, necktie as a belt. And last, tank top, jeans, and scarf on the red carpet. Would you rock any of these looks today?
Absolutely not. I gotta say, clearly I was a fan of an accessory back then. Now I'm at a point in my life where I appreciate wearing my whole shirt.
Yep.
But you know, it's so funny. Most people have like yearbooks, you know, to show for their teenage years. And I have, you know, I was on Party of Five during those pivotal years of my life. Nothing but good memories from that show. And all of these pictures where you're like, oh, that was that awkward phase. And that was when I definitely shouldn't have been dressing myself for red carpets.
I love it, though. It's relatable. Lacey, thank you so much for joining us today. DBL Nation, be sure to watch The Dancing Detective and Deadly Tango out June 2nd on the Hallmark Channel. Thanks again, Lacey. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Lacey.
So much. Take care.